What's up, guys? Welcome back to hour number 3 here of RollPlay Solum Week 19. Whoops, got to change that real quick. Neal, what's going on?
You guys are all standing around these ghoulish creatures on the floor, on the ground, going, "What the fuck is that? And why the hell did I get all paralyzed? This is bullshit." No, Zanzel, no one can see you. You're still invisible.
Am I back at the camp?
Sure, you're wherever you want to be.
Sure. Off from the distance in Dwarvish, I say, please don't turn the fire back on when I asked not
It's
to.
already on, right?
You don't turn fires on and off. You light them, guys.
Please don't turn the switch. Don't start the fire. We didn't start it.
I already started it.
It's been burning on since the world's been turning.
It's the first thing I did when I got unfrozen.
Doesn't anyone know Billy Joel in this world?
So, Zanzel, you are actually brought back to the camp, not by the cessation of armor clanking, but by the sparks coming off of the flint and steel that quickly light some tinder that had been prepared. And you see a small fire burning.
Okay. I look back at the other camp. Do I see anything over there? The faux camp?
No, you do not see anything over there right now.
Just the fire burning?
It's 60 feet away.
Okay. All right. I'm like, Victorian, I'm nearby, but I will remain how I am right now for the foreseeable future. Carla is nearby as well. I will go find her real quick. Bring her back. And I go back and find Carla. Bring her back to the group.
You are all together now.
Is the fire still going?
Yep. I started the
world's
second
been
one.
turning.
I kind of make my way over to it and stamp it out and say, Spades, I appreciate the gesture.
No, we must have a fire.
No.
Well, then I'm gonna camp out at the other one. And then I start walking to the other one.
Well, she will be good bait.
She doesn't know this, but I'm looking at the back of her head, her very tiny head, and I'm just kind of like, my God. Okay. Ron, how are your wounds?
Ugh. The fuck were those things? I couldn't move, and then they just started eating me alive. Never seen such monsters before.
Yeah,
What foul forest have we walked into?
We're going to need to get to Siren pretty quick. I guess we're not too many miles out. We should make it by tomorrow, but we're going to need help. We're getting dinked and donked here by these monsters, and we're not healing up too well, so we'll have to find some healing potions or something, some kind of healer that we can have travel with us. I don't know. I'll resume the watch. You guys rest, but perhaps keep half your armor on or something in case we have more encounters.
Yeah, I drag my armor to the other fire and I put it there, and then I'm.
Oh, you can't hear me. You're at the other fire.
Yeah, but I would have taken my armor with me.
Oh, would you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, she moved all of her stuff there. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
I bring all my sleeping shit. Everything comes with me.
Okay. So I assume we get everyone together and they lay down to rest. And Spades is about 20 yards away from the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in a dark camp.
I don't come out of the invisibility, Neal.
Okay. Do you stay up all night watching, Zanzel?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone else takes their normal shifts, or continues their shifts, and the rest of the night passes uneventfully. You all wake up in the morning. You know, the leftover squirrel stew from last night that you were planning on reheating is no more. It's been stamped out in the dirt. So you have a meager breakfast of a little bit of bread that you had left over and whatever. You found an apple tree when you were walking through the forest at one point, and you grabbed a couple of apples. It's a meager breakfast, but it's good enough for you for now. You've had worse. And you mount up after doing your best to tend to yourselves, and head on towards town name.
Siren, yeah.
Siren, yeah.
Or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Do we make it there?
Yes. So you approach Siren, and as the only sign that you know that you're in a town is you find this burnt out husk of a building. And again, kind of like the previous town where it just kind of, there was a building here all of a sudden. You're walking and someone's looking about. You're just like, hey, wait a minute, that looks like a ruined building. It's like 100 yards to your right. Like you almost went right past it. So you guys veer over and take a look at it, and it's this burned down husk of a building. You start looking about. And you notice that there are other collapsed, burned buildings. There is a stone building. It's a church similar to the previous church in the other town, or the church in the previous town. That is partially collapsed and ruined, but still about half standing. And looking about, you see a lot of the buildings here, almost all the buildings here are destroyed, many of them burned, most of them collapsed, a few still standing. The church is mostly intact, but the bell tower has collapsed, and you can see that fire has ravaged the inside, but not to the point of making the building collapse.
How long did it take us to get here?
Day and change.
No, I
Day
don't
and
mean in
hours?
total. I mean from when we woke up at the camp.
2 hours.
Okay, so it's still early morning, I guess.
Yeah.
Investigating the city, we don't see any people or anything like that.
Yeah, you're walking around the town. It's still it's a larger town than Trestle was.
Trelst.
Trells, whatever. Let's say 200 or 300 buildings. They're fairly spread out. A lot of the trees, you can absolutely tell this used to be a town. Probably until fairly recently. I mean, not that recently. It looks like it's rained many times since everything was burned down, but at the same time, like you can still see stuff lying about that. Like the grass hasn't grown over areas, and the footprint of buildings is still fairly intact. There's nothing like growing up between it yet. So, as a rough guess, you're like, well, sometime between a month and 8 months, it's been like this.
Kind of poking around, do we see like a shop, a magic shop with a fully stocked row of health potions that were left behind by the people that were killed or anything like that?
You do, but they're in like this cage on a lever, and below it is a pit of acid. And in the other cage, on the other side of the lever, is a beautiful woman who says, "Come, have me." Which do you take?
I
You
have
can only
her.
have one. The other one will die.
No, but
Potion.
seriously, walking around, is there nothing? The whole place is barren and...
Yeah, there's a couple of buildings that are still intact, but you don't see any people about. As you start through.
All right, guys, what do you think? Should we just head back to the main path, perhaps Olad or something like that?
What time of day is it?
It's just 2 hours after waking up and traveling over here, so probably very early.
Still
Yeah.
early. We could. We're kind of, I don't know. The forests are definitely not fun. We'll
Yes.
still have to travel through them regardless of going east or going south. You want to risk perhaps finding the guards? Or the guards
Well,
finding us, rather?
We're low on supplies. We don't have
Well, at
any way of
least-
healing ourselves. And there is far more forest to the east, so I think we're cornered into the choice of going towards civilization and making best there, or continuing to slog through forests that so far have proven to be very dangerous.
At least guards cannot paralyze us.
It's true. Well, I mean, if they have poison, they could. But regardless, how long will it take to travel there, Victorian? You seem to be the navigator.
It's a shorter trip than what we took from Arrows to Trells to Siren, so 3 or 4 days, something like that.
We could try. Perhaps I could just make the lot of us invisible at night to avoid fights. They would just walk by us.
You can do that? You can just make us invisible?
We could, yeah. It's possible.
Yeah. I think that would be a safe way to do the night travel, if everyone agrees.
We would have to wait till the next day. I need to sit and think about that spell for a while, but yeah. We could definitely do it.
Okay, how about this then, friends? Let's take a full day rest here under the church that seems mostly intact. We'll heal up and rest up as best we can. You'll equip yourselves with the abilities that you need, and then we'll make travel tomorrow. How's that sound?
Yeah, fair enough. Very good.
That
And
sounds fine.
Spades, you can
Please
make
roll.
a fire inside of a building. That'll be totally fine.
I will do it.
Spades, what is it about fires that you are so attached to?
I mean, it's good to be able to see your surroundings, isn't it? Can see your enemies coming in. Safer.
Yeah, But it draws attention for greater distances than your sight, right?
It's warmer.
All right.
Yeah.
Very well.
She's intelligence 10.
Yeah, you said there's a church that we're staying in, Victorian? Is that,
Yeah, it seems to be the building that's most intact there.
Is its doors still on hinges, Neil? Could we perhaps board them up?
No, the doors have been burned off.
Okay. Yeah, let's stay there. We can just have someone watch. We'll make the fire burn low, so there is some sight, and the little one doesn't lose her way. But let's stay at the church for tonight.
I'm going to need a full day's rest, friends, and if you could mend my wounds, Zanzel, that'll allow me to patch up a little bit better here.
Well, it's early in the day, Neil, so I would say, can we just spend all day with Jeff healing?
Sure. You can gather enough things to make kind of a soft bed for him.
Okay. So do we need to roll D3, or does he just get 3 HP?
Well, he'll get 3 HP. He'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what me and Jeff
I
did.
assume all of us just have extreme bed rest. None of us really need to do anything.
People need to be on guard and watching and stuff, so someone has to at least.
We'll let Ron.
Yep. We can ask Ron to do it.
Perfect.
I ask Ron to keep watch and just alert us if any danger approaches.
Okay. Ron finds his way up to after some time and stacking some things and moving things about, he manages to climb onto the uncollapsed portion of the church's roof and just kind of park it up there. So he's up there for a little while. You guys are all kind of in the church, hanging out, resting up, sharing stories, talking about things. Carl's helping, gather supplies, look about in the town for anything that might be useful. Ron watches from the church top for an hour or two, then starts walking around the town, just kind of patrolling, looking about because he gets bored. It's kind of like restless leg syndrome or whatever. And he eventually comes across something and comes back to you guys kind of in a half jog, going like, "Hey, I found some what looked to be kind of like fresh prints."
Bel Air?
Bel Air? Damn it, JP!
Did you find Carlton as well?
Uncle Phil probably would have been eaten first.
What time is this, Neil? I'm sorry. I think you already explained that, but I apologize.
This is a couple hours so somewhere around noon, or midday if you need.
What kind of prince? I said, laying completely still and restful in bed.
Leopard.
Leopard
more
prince?
leopard than jaguar. It's kind of.
Oh, you're so funny.
I'm so funny. Looks like footprints of a person or boot tracks.
Single tracks?
Yeah, single file tracks.
Leading out of town or in?
I'm not a huntsman. I'm not a trekker. I can't really follow them that far, but they looked. I haven't seen anything else. Everywhere else looks kind of like this place has been abandoned for a while, but I actually found some. I don't know where they go. I can only follow them for a little bit.
Can you tell if the footprint is the toe is pointing out or in?
He cocks his head quizzically.
You see, toes and heels are shaped differently.
Well, we very well can't spread out with our party banged up as it is, so I recommend that we pull within the church and just hope that whatever this lone traveler is passes us by. That's my recommendation.
Yeah, that would work, I suppose.
I guess, Zanzel, you could make yourself invisible and patrol around looking for signs of trouble if you want to do that too.
Again, we have not rested. I would need a day.
Okay.
I do not think we need to worry too much about it. Just close the door, bar the doors, find some wood. We'll do our best and just stay there till tomorrow, and we can get out of here.
Okay.
And so that's what we do.
You can't really bar the doors. There are no doors.
I know. We go and get wood, or
You make doors.
Not actual doors, but I mean, anyone can get pieces of wood and just put them across two things. Could we not?
No, like the town's been. Well, you might be able to. Yeah, I guess there's some unruined buildings.
Neil, with my
yeah.
engineering proficiency,
Fuck your engineering proficiency.
could I find some way to
Yes,
fasten
you
a
and
door?
Ron together can find some temporary
And
thing,
with
bullshit.
my instructional leading of Ron, could we make said doors on the door of the chapel?
Not a full-fledged door. You don't have any hammers with you, but you can.
We have the butt of our swords.
You have the butt of your swords. You can like nail some doors, the boards across the front of the church, and then like bust them open in the morning when you need to.
Perfect.
Ron can nail you into the church.
That's what we do.
Okay,
Yes.
but then he's gonna have to sleep outside.
No, you just nail from the inside.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
And then I explained to
So you
Tariq how
guys
doors
get in the
work.
church and you nail it shut.
How
Yep.
what works?
How doors work. This one does not open from either side. You must break through it.
Yes. This is the entire bane of my existence.
Yep.
A door that will open neither way.
And so we bar ourselves inside of the church, Neil.
Okay. All right, you guys are bar yourself inside the church.
Okay. And I
That
spend
evening,
I'm healing Victorian throughout the day after that.
a little bit after the sun has set, you hear a rapping at the church door.
Is
Ron,
it the
get
Fresh
that,
Prince?
please.
He's
It
a
is
great
the-
rapper.
No, it's the pizza that I delivered had ordered for us.
You ordered pizza, you scoundrel. Do we see anything through the cracks of the door?
No, you have fucking engineering proficiency. There ain't no cracks in that door.
Of course there's not.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
this is solid.
Christ.
This is solid craftsmanship.
What about at the bottom? What type of feet do we see on the ground?
You can't actually see footprints through feet through a door crack. Shut the door. Shut your door and try and see someone's feet on the other side. That shit's.
I could see if it's a
You need, like, a
bipedal
mirror.
creature or a.
You need a mirror to actually angle things. But you can't actually like get your head down close enough. Like your eyes aren't on the floor.
Neil, what
That
time
shit's
of day?
bullshit. That's Hollywood crap. You can't do that in my game.
Neil, what time of
Daniel.
day is it?
It's evening.
Could we not see the? Oh, is it sundown?
Yeah. It's the
So
sun.
there's
is
no
set,
shadows being cast.
not towards the door.
Okay.
Zanzel, talk to him through the door. Ron, I want you to go out one of the windows and circle around. And if Zanzel's in trouble, or spot what's at the door.
I
Ron
just
nods.
nod. Yeah.
Sheathes his sword and starts taking off his chainmail.
I wait for him, however long that takes for him to actually get out the window.
It takes like a minute for him to take his chainmail off, and you hear at the door again, followed by a "Hello, is anybody home?"
In common.
Yes. As he's like making for the pile of stuff, and Carla's over there helping like boost him up, and Victorian's like lying on the ground. No, don't move me. I want my 3 HP. Don't move me.
So it's a feminine voice?
No. It's no. That's just my voice.
Okay, so when he knocks finally the second time, and Ron goes outside in my extraplanar language, whatever that is, I respond to him and say hello.
I thought there were some people here. Now, won't you come out?
I respond once again in the extraplanar language. What do you want?
Oh shit! I'm sorry, I didn't catch that you were responding in extraplanar.
I was suddenly more scared.
Whatever. Well, hello. Do you speak the common tongue? Who are you?
Make sure and roleplay Ron as well.
I've got it. It's going to take him a little time. He's trying to be sneaky. That takes a little long.
I try and speak in Elvish this time, and I say, "Do you understand this?"
The response comes back in Elvish. Ah, an elf. What is that other dialect? I'm not familiar.
What do you want?
Well, you've come into my town. I'd like to know who you are and why you've locked yourself in my church.
We are simply passing by and looking for safety, and this seemed to be the safest place. We will
the
leave
rest-
tomorrow.
The rest of the party has no idea what's transpiring right now. None of you guys speak Elven to the best of my knowledge.
Wait, There's a
Nope,
chance
but
that I
Tariq
do.
speaks Elven.
I know exactly.
Nope,
what's going
Victarian
on.
speaks Elven.
I speak Elven.
Oh shit!
I
I'm the
hear
only
this
one who doesn't
exchange.
understand shit.
But I haven't told anyone I speak Elven, so they don't know.
Okay.
we don't know that you know.
I know now. Idiot.
No, you don't. Not in game.
I hear this exchange, and I guess I say in El. Well, no, I just kind of say in common to Zanzo. I say it. If you can open the door, go ahead and open it. But it sounds like we need to. We're not gonna. He's not gonna be like, well, the door's locked. I'll be back forever, never.
So what do you say to him?
I say to Zanzel. Oh yeah, sorry, I said that. Yeah, go ahead.
I say to the person whatever this thing is. I say, how do we know you will not harm us? There was no one else in this town. Perhaps that was your doing.
It absolutely was my doing, comes the reply in Elven. I've transformed this town into my faithful servants.
Okay, don't open that door. This sounds a lot creepier than I thought. As he says that, I get up and start putting on my fucking armor.
Yeah, I drag the conversation out. I'm just like, how long have you?
I put on my armor.
Yeah. I'm just like making the. I point at Victorian and be like, thumbs up. As that's happening, I'm just like, how long have you been controlling this town or whatever you do with it?
Oh, it's been my town for a few months now. My research is not quite complete. I could use some more fresh test subjects. Trust me, this is going to be a lot easier if you just come with me willingly. If I have to force you, well, that process is not very fun. You would
Is
much
Ron
more
doing anything
enjoy.
yet, by the way?
Yeah, where's
While
Ron
this
out of
conversation's
this?
going on, Neil? Is
Ron
the
is-
trained sellsword who
Yeah, well,
sees
he has
this
to
guy say, "I
climb out
killed
this
everyone in
window,
the town."
climb down. He took off his armor. He's trying not to make any noise, so he's going pretty slowly.
No.
And the conversation is not interrupted by all this. Like, okay, I do this. Like, if the conversation had just gone back and forth, it'd have been like 30 seconds, 20
JP
seconds.
said
you
he
know?
waited until his armor was off to then initiate the conversation. So the question is, how long does it take him to go out of a window and around the corner to see this man at the door?
Well, it's not like a window at ground level. Otherwise, barring the door would be completely
It absolutely
useless.
is at ground level.
How many old churches have you been in that just have like windows at ground
How
level?
many floating magical people are hovering just outside a barred door on a second floor that we, for some reason, barred at the second floor?
What window? No, he's knocking on the door.
Yes. And you're
So
saying
what-
there's no windows on ground floor, the floor that we're on?
Yeah, okay, so you know how churches have like big windows that are like 10 feet up, that have like stained glass windows that are like up high on the walls. They're never down low. They're always up really high out of reach.
Neil, I get the feeling you actually haven't been to old churches, have you?
I've been to a
Yes,
few.
there are those windows, but they also have normal windows. They're not all stained glass, and of course they have windows
From
at ground
old
floor as well.
churches, old stone churches.
Yes, we're speaking in weird hypotheticals right now. Are you can decide that this church doesn't have that, but if you're speaking on behalf of all old churches, you're wrong.
I guess there are some that have windows at ground level. This one happens to not have any windows at ground
There
level
you
because
go.
that's what I had
Okay.
imagined.
Okay.
So I ask him a question and say, what is this process that you do? And I'm basically just killing time waiting for Ron to come
Right,
around
right.
the corner.
He says, now. I can get you now. I can get you in an hour. I can get you in a day. I can get you in a week. But you're stuck in there, and all the people of the town are out here with me. Now, I don't want to set them upon you, but I will if I have to, and that will not be fun for you.
Do you send out scouting parties in the forest?
Yes. Some of them did not report, and I wondered what it might have been. I presumed it was you guys as soon as I saw you poking around this morning or this afternoon.
I fucking know what this is. uh, nothing yet from Ron.
Nope.
I turned to the rest of the party. Do they all have their armor on at this point?
Yep.
They're putting it on. It takes one round 1 minute per point of AC to put armor on. Like, putting on plate mail is a bitch. Normally you have a squire to help you do it because it's such a pain in the ass.
But because mine's only 17 AC, it only takes me 2 minutes less.
No, it's plate mail. It takes you the full 9 minutes to put it on, but it only.
But
applies
it's
to
one
AC 7.
armor per AC. You can't have it both ways, Neil.
Yeah, it would normally give that, but it has a penalty to it, so it still takes 9 rounds to put on. It's like janky on you. It doesn't. You need to get it fitted, bro.
All right.
It's not meant to be worn like this. You have massive penalties for wearing it when it doesn't fit right.
All right.
I asked this creature and say, "Are you alive?"
Of course, I'm alive.
I've seen many things in many planes, and I do not believe you to be alive, good sir. Why would you lie?
Good question. Why would I lie?
I look back to the rest of the party. Anything else in terms of armor?
At this point, let's just roll a quick stat here and there. Uh-oh. Okay, at this point, Ron swings his sword at the creature unawares.
Getting surprise.
Complete surprise.
And back.
Back attack.
Correct. Swings his sword into the
With
guy.
the
hitting
magic.
him.
Hey, wait. Magic sword, too, that you probably forgot about. Did you not?
Don't worry about it.
And his new level. 'cause he has
It
a
doesn't
new
matter. He
level.
can't be hit with a magic or regular sword. Doesn't matter.
Striking a blow for 8 damage into the thing.
So
Whatever this thing
Okay,
is
roll.
out there.
8 damage.
8 damage.
The action is over.
Yes.
Is I would assume at this point, like I try to rip off parts of the wood, but I have 7 strength, so that doesn't
I'm
help at
charging
all.
to blast through the door.
Yeah, there you go.
As I hear the sword go or whatever, I charge through the door.
Okay. He nailed the door shut into like some spots, so you actually have to like spend a couple rounds tearing the door off. Like
Oh,
you
no.
literally like nailed the shit. What's your strength actually? You're 17 strength?
I'm 16.
You know what? You can make an open doors check.
Okay, what's that?
On your
It's just
character sheet.
literally a number on your character sheet next to strength. But
check.
since
Oh.
this is not
9.
quite a door, take a -2 penalty onto it because you're actually just trying to break boards rather than like open a door which might have a hinge and
Okay.
just be
So
stuck
instead
by
of plus
lock.
16, it's plus 14?
Wait, what's your open door check? I'm sorry,
9.
9. So it would be D20 plus 9 minus 2.
So 7.
Yeah.
I get a 9.
9. Okay. You slam into the boards, trying to like open them and throw them, crush through them to the outside, and just kind of bounce off for a moment. Shoulder.
Can I try as well?
Go for it.
D20 plus 8? No. D20 plus 6, because it's -2, right?
Correct.
Hmm?
You slam into the door and bumble off,
Yeah.
rubbing your shoulder and wincing in pain. Okay, outside there, the creature screams. "Ah!" And
Oh, you know what, Neil? I should have rolled for that hit. Dang it. I'll trust you this time.
Yeah, well, he's not there, so I'm kind of dictating his actions since I want to keep you guys in the dark about what exactly is happening. You hear a brief chanting,
He's doing a spell with a guy next to him that's got a sword against him?
which gives the guy next to him an attack of opportunity.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nailed
Nailed
it.
it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Ooh, Ron hits for max damage. 8
Oh,
and
yeah.
This is my boy.
11.
That's an interrupt, Neil.
That is a saving
does it-
throw. Fuck, fails, interrupts the spell. Spell is lost. Your guys' turn.
Ron
No. What's
solos
the
this
Doesn't he
one.
get a
Tell us
second
the
attack?
damage and stuff, Neil.
I told you, 13 damage.
Second attack.
His max damage
Second
was
attack at the
13?
end. Well, D8 plus 3 is...
You said max damage.
Yeah, max damage on a normal hit, not on crit.
Oh, on a normal hit.
On a normal hit, yeah.
Sorry, I thought you meant you did max crit, and I was like, well, yeah.
No,
Second,
no, no.
Neal, second attack.
No. You guys get to go before he gets his second attack.
I try to
You
open
will
the
get
door
the
again. Is it easier now that we've been
Same
hammering?
Same roll.
D20 plus 7 for 10.
You slam into it.
Neal,
And
can I look
then-
at this thing with my engineering
16.
Steve
proficiency?
slams into it. Tariq, what are you doing during all this?
16 doesn't work?
I
Nope, need
am
21.
going to be readying my sword, and the second that it comes down, I'd like to stab the guy on the other end of the door.
Neal, since I engineered this door, would I know the weak points in its frame? So that I could tell the party to strike at, perhaps to strike away that -2.
I mean, they're literally just like boards put across a wall. I can't.
He's asking if his engineering has any applicability here.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's too simple of a door to have any weak points. There's nothing complicated about it. It's just literally nailed into the wall.
Zanzel, this door is
If you had, like, a
fantastically
crowbar,
made,
you
by
could,
the way.
like, pry it off.
Thank you.
You
Thank you.
really nailed this one.
I know. Well, actually,
Yeah.
Ron did the nailing. I just did the directing.
Now's not the time for jokes. Ron's on the other side of the door.
I just back away from the door, Neal.
Tariq, don't stand there, please. Tear off this door with your immense strength and your beautiful looks.
Do they? All right, I'll take a shot at the door. Doors are just my bane. I'm a little secretly afraid of them.
In an alternate life, though.
Neal, another question I have while this is being rolled. Are they just like grabbing at this with their hands? Are they not chopping at it with their
I said
weapons?
charge with.
Fast open. Like hacking at it with a spear is not going to do very good.
What about an
Her
axe? Or his
Axe might
sword?
hack through it. An axe,
All right,
I mean,
Ryan, you built up
you fuck-
enough
you fuck axe, but-
excitement about it. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
What do I roll for a
Oh,
a
my
door?
God.
Thank you.
Your open doors check is 10, so D20 plus 8, and you need a 21 or better.
Okay, I don't open the door.
This is incredible. 1, 3, and 4.
You guys just slam into the door again.
Crit
trying to-
monsters? No problem. Open doors? Hard as shit in my life. Never seen anything harder. All right,
Ron
Ron's second attack, right?
makes the second attack.